Oh no, so one thing that we're trying to do moving forward, I want to do a segment because a lot of people keep asking us what GNT stands for, and we going to have a segment specifically trying to generate a new topics. That's what GNT stands for, so generating new topics. And this week's topic, I want to ask a question on how Tone and Larry what would they think if the NFL had a 3-point play? That's the question.
Hmm.
So I was
Hmm.
sitting there thinking about this, and I'm like, how can we get the kicker relevant again in the game of football?
Okay.
And I was saying, so say a team's down like 9 points, and you go down, score a touchdown. So you could either go for one, which is the extra point, or a 2-point conversion, or they implement a 3-point play, and the field goal kicker needs to kick a 55-yarder.
Woo.
So I don't know how you guys would think that would kind of like, you know, work into the NFL.
Tone, you can go first.
So are you saying that what you would say as far as having the 3 points, it would have to be like a 55-yard field goal?
Mhm.
Yeah, 55-yard field goal.
55-yard field goal.
Yeah, because
Of course, I would say, of course, teams will probably try that because you know what I'm saying. They kicking 50 yards like left and right now. You know what I'm saying. So I don't think that would be. I think teams would love that. You know what I'm saying. Now, what I would say is to combat that. If you try it and you miss it, do you lose 3 points?
nah, they just won't have no points. It'll be like an extra. Like so, say you down 7 points, you will actually kick an extra point. You down 8, you going for 2. But now you down 9, you would score your touchdown, and then you will opt for a 3-point play, but your field goal kicker needs to make a 55-yarder.
Right, right. Yeah, no,
You
no, no. I understand that. I understand, but I'm saying if you
right.
miss that shit,
No, so if he misses it,
you lose.
it's like an
You
extra
lose the
point.
three
They
points.
just won't get the points, and then it'll go to the traditional kickoff. You know what I mean? Just like a
Right,
2-point conversion. If you go for 2 and miss it, you still got to kick the ball off to the team.
right, 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 right. Yeah, I think I'm
Right.
saying what I would do is I would penalize the team for missing it. You know what I'm saying? And then like, because you still got to kick the ball off, you still got to get the ball back, and you know what I mean,
Right.
still stop the team. You know what I mean? So, but
Right.
I'd be like, no, fuck
No,
that.
well, I think the rule would be because I know if they do a pick six on a 2-point conversion, they get the points.
Yeah, they get 2 points. Yeah.
Right, but they have to run it back. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yep.
Mhm.
This.
Okay. You ready? Yeah. My turn. Thanks, Tone, for taking all the time. All right. So here's my here's here's my answer. I love that idea. I
It's the
love that idea.
competition committee. We got to submit it from
Yeah.
GNT Sportstalk.
But here we go. I'm going to go a little pause early, a little deeper into this conversation or the thought process. Check out the importance of the kicker now when it comes
Right.
to them being drafted, when it comes to free agency. I mean, he will be like the one with that booming leg
The
would be,
Dallas kicker.
yes, like a kicker like him, the one from over in Washington. Those kickers will be top of the line type of free agents or or draftees. Like you can see them being drafted in the 4th round instead of in the 7th round, like always you see kickers because of the importance of them. That's one. Two, it will bring back the return game because it's going to be a lot of kickers that cannot make that 55-yarder.
Have to
That
run it back.
it's going to be a chance for that kick to be missed, caught by a returner, and possibly bring that back and then earn them 3 points. So you
Right.
bring that. So you actually will actually add a whole lot more activity and a whole lot more like crazy situations by having that 3-point situation.
Right.
Yeah, I
That
love that idea.
that's what I was thinking because of the fact that all it is right now. I mean, obviously, like everyone loves offense and scoring and stuff like that. But when the team is down like 3 touchdowns, it's like, damn, we out the game. Now you implement a 3-point play or instead of an extra point. So you got 3 options: extra point, go for 2, You still could go for 2, or you could go for 3, kicking off at the 55-yard line. Yeah, a 55-yarder, field goal. And then you got the elements that come into play, whether you're indoor, outdoor, snow game, rain game, all that stuff, cold, so you still got that organic element with the weather and being indoor, outdoor, stuff like that. But again, this is our first topic on GNT Sports Talk, generating new topics, and that's the segment.